Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door. It's the Richard Wilmore Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Wilmore.
Now, did you just tell me that this song has no name?
The song doesn't have a name yet.
Okay.
But it does have a pretty concrete story. And I hope you guys like it. I'm going to be releasing a version of it pretty soon here. Not sure yet, but
Once it has a name.
Once it has a name.
Hard to release a song without a name, I'm sure.
Yes, it is. But I will get there.
We'll get there. All right. Here to perform a song with no name, Jed Craddock.
Let's see.
Just go on your own and leave me at home. I did it to myself though. My anxiety grows, it's out of control. This shit is getting old though. You like summer, I like rain. You like going, I like staying, but when you go out, I complain. I kick my own self when I'm down, yeah, I'm foolish. When I frown, yeah, I'm foolish. On the way on my down. So I left on a new outfit, these fresh kicks be ballin'. I'm running away from these old fucking habits. I'm over it, I'm done. So I made my way down to the party and I met you, and all of a sudden my feet, they stopped moving and was frozen and afraid. So go on your own and leave me at home. I did it to myself though. My anxiety grows, it's out of control. This shit is getting old though. We opened up the door, the lights were turned down low. You were cooking in your underwear, and you kissed me and you said, I'm happy you came home, but we're skipping out on you though. You keep me high, though, and I'm afraid, yeah, you re-secure me with your ways, yeah, I want you every day. Hold me tighter when I'm in pain, yeah, you need me all the way. I love the way you love me. I love the way you love me. Even though I'm crazy, I love the way you love me. Even when I'm crazy.
That was it.
That was it. It was beautiful.
Song with no name.
The song with no name. We'll be right back to talk to Jed after this. It was awesome.
Hi, Wendy of The Right Fit here, and if you're having one of those hair days that's not so good, why don't you throw on a cute cap and call it a day? Or you could do what my friend Stacy here has done, and she is wearing one of the headbands that's all the rage right now, and it's just so cute. So find yourself a cute cap or a ball cap or a headband and save yourself on those days where you just don't have the time nor the inclination to do your hair. Thanks a lot. You can reach me at wendy@therightfit.net or go to therightfit.net. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.
Wouldn't it be great if your business could have a commercial on TV? Now it can. Secure your Season 5 sponsorship by visiting richardwilmore.com. Advertise on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV by sponsoring The Richard Wilmore Show. Become a sponsor today. Go to richardwilmore.com now.
We are back again with Jed Craddock. Thank you so much for another amazing performance.
Thank you, sir.
I do have to tell you that your album is literally one of my favorite albums, and I listen to it all the time. So every time you either reach out or I reach out to you and you go, yeah, I'll come on your show, it's like a dream for me. Because I love that album. I tell everybody about it. Whenever it plays in my car, I'm like, no, this is my friend Jed. And then I have to go through the whole thing. And I love it. It's such a great album.
I appreciate that.
What have you been up to? Because this, if we were doing an award for most times on my show, you would win it. I think this is your third time.
That's right.
Once a season, you come on, and I appreciate that. But what have you been up to since the last time you were here?
Well, I think it's been a couple years.
Like a year, probably.
Yeah. So, since then, one of the first things like in personal life was my fiance and I finally moved in together in January. And it was after a 3-year long distance relationship. Wow. She had been caretaking her mother and throughout a really tough cancer. And so we finally got to move in together, and it was such a wonderful experience because it just felt we've had basically 10 months now living together, and it's just been beautiful. We've been able to focus on home life, and through COVID, it was just, crazy. So that feeling of reuniting was fantastic in my personal life.
Do you have a wedding date?
We don't have a wedding date. I think we're going to be doing fall of next year.
Yes.
That's our goal. I think that's the time of the year that Texas just really starts to shine that. Like right now, the weather is so fantastic. Starting to feel really good because we definitely want to do an outdoor wedding.
Cool.
And, through that time, I and Bo purchased a property in Government Hill near the Pearl and converted the front house, because we have 2 on that property, into a recording studio. And now we have done some major infrastructure changes, including we've done the foundation, new windows, new HVAC system. We actually redid the entire attic and converted it into livable space. So we have 3 rooms upstairs now to host out-of-town artists, any sort of situation for hosting space, because I think that's very important when you're in a creative space. And people, it's very hard and cost prohibitive to travel somewhere or be somewhere and have to pay for also your room and board. Yeah. So I did that during that Prison in Paradise album. I had that experience of going to Boston. And we, while we had crowdfunded basically $10,000, there's still a lot of overhead costs just to travel, airfare, room and board, food, everything. And so that's something that I really was concentrating on, was how could I host people and create my own kind of system. And so it's really exciting because at the end of this month, the bathroom for the studio will be completely finished. And I mean, it's going to feel so good to not jump into a construction zone, host people again. Yeah. And we've actually got some things rolling, some partnerships with UTSA and a couple different things that we're going to be doing. So really excited.
How, if there is a musician or artist watching and they're interested, how do they get a hold of you to book that space?
Sure. So you can reach out to me at info@jedcraddockmusic.com. The studio you can also find on Earbender Studios. That's the handle @Earbender. You'll also be able to see that. I have that tag for Richard here. And so you can contact me, IG, Facebook. You can also go to my website at www.jedcraddockmusic.com. Any of those are great mediums to contact me. And I'm pretty flexible. I like to set up consultations. So I invite artists to the studio. They can see the space. We can kind of just have a nice conversation. And I really like to concentrate on creating a nice space that doesn't have the pressure of an hourly rate. So that's something that I always didn't enjoy in my studio experiences when I was
Because
younger.
then you have to be like, how much can I cram out
How
in
much
an
can
hour?
I cram out? Yeah, what's the quality? Is the
right.
quality going to be there? Do we have room to experiment and create something together? And that's something I really pride myself on, is taking my time and creating, budget parameters and situations where we actually do a whole project based on a price rather than hourly, because it's going to take longer always. And that's fine. I'm all about quality and doing things that are right. And that's why we're doing partnerships with nonprofits and trying to find different ways to route funds and create opportunities for people who don't have the money, and also for the studio and people that I hire that are running the studio with me to be paid fair wages. That's what it's all about. Sustainable approach, sustainable living for everyone.
To the arts.
Yeah, to the arts.
Yes. Can you imagine?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and because of my fiance Bo, she's deeply integrated into nonprofits. She's a development associate. She's basically a development director and does grant writing and is deeply embedded in that entire infrastructure and that side of the world. So it's very exciting. Those are the things that we're kind of working towards.
Yeah, and to merge those two is really cool.
Those two. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you working on new music?
I am working on new music always.
Good.
I've got a new single I did with Dylan, DRO. And he's a great producer. He's also one of the lead engineers at Earbender. And we work together a lot. We've created quite a few songs. We have one song called Shouldn't Be that's been finished for probably 3 months. And it's this fantastic throwback Motown soul track. And then we, have this song called The Red, which we released right when the presidential elections and everything were happening, and Donald Trump was potentially going to be reelected and Biden was running against him. And that whole, just the feeling that was happening in the undercurrent of our society was just so filled with pain and hate and angst and so much. And this is like a heavy hip hop track with heavy bass, distortion. I mean, it's pretty cool. There's lots of vocal effects. And so that's, we try to create different types of music. And from Prison in Paradise, you have a good idea already of that. You've got a song like Lost and Falling. It's got world music, kind of hip hop. And then you've got a song like Hopes Plus, which is an indie pop rock jam. And then you've got Catch a Ride, which is like almost Rage Against the Machine. We're getting into that realm. And then Quick Easy Feelings, which is this orchestrated singer-songwriter song. So that's kind of what Dylan and I really like to do. And I like to do is experiment, but find that voice that connects it all. And I like to produce other people. So that's why my personal music's a little eclectic for sure.
Do you have, is that your favorite thing to do, is to produce others? Or, I mean, I know, like, I'm sure writing music and making music is a completely sort of different.
That's a tough question to answer, because they are both wonderful experiences. I really do like supporting. There's something, I played drums for a very long time, played in lots of different bands, and I loved getting into the pocket and the drums in the back. That's the guy in the very back, right? So for me, I get so much fulfillment out of just being a part of the song. And as I've learned more instruments over the years, I've become more focused on the song and less focused on the individual instrument. So funny enough, now I play less and less. So my songs and the songs that I produce are much more intentional. There's a lot of space created for all the individual elements of the songs. I think any great producer, and lots of the greats, you just hear that in their music. It's very intentional. They create these moments for you to have space, and then to be, this ear candy happening, and it's wonderful.
Ear candy. I'm stealing that.
Ear candy.
So you know.
Yes, sir.
Who, speaking of ear candy, who are you listening to that you think people should be checking out?
Well, I think everyone has probably already checked out Billie Eilish at some point. That's like my most pop suggestion right now. Also, I just, watched her documentary, and, she killed it at ACL. So that
I feel like she's had, like, everybody hated her for a minute. Like, because I thought honestly, she was like,
I feel like people hate her because she's so good, and because she's exactly who she wants to be, and she is huge.
Yeah.
And her brother Phineas, who that guy is also probably one of my favorites of the duo, because it's really pretty much both of them creating all the music, him producing, her and him writing. Obviously they have auxiliary members that come and help them do stuff, but Billie Eilish for sure. I love Moses Sumney. He does a little bit more of that singer-songwriter, but a little bit more Frank Ocean, sings in a high falsetto voice, really, really cool vibes. And then I love a lot of throwback music. Al Green. I like to listen to a lot of Motown stuff. So the old Jackson 5 and all that music is some of my favorite. I really tend to gravitate towards that most of the time. And then one of my favorite artists is Feist. And there's this, when I've been feeling too overwhelmed, because we live in the digital age of so much stimulus, right? It's just insane.
Yeah.
And I like to get into something more organic and something that feels a little more grounded. And there's a song called Caught a Long Wind by Feist. And it's just such a beautiful orchestration. You can tell that it was recorded to tape, and it's all acoustic instruments recorded together. And it's a beautiful, very singer-songwriter, stripped down, almost subtle cinematic feel to it. Very beautiful song. So I'd say that and Billie Eilish, because they're both complete opposites from each other.
How can people best support you?
You know, the best ways that people can support me and everyone who does music, art, you can go down, Tofu. I'm going to let Tofu down because Tofu wants to be down. Here you go.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, Tofu.
Hopefully it doesn't pee on the rug.
I'm going to have a little tofu on my leg for afterwards, too.
We'll get you a lint roller.
That's all right. I have dogs on me all the time.
Okay, good.
The best way you can support me and other artists is to follow us on social media, to not just follow us, but maybe take a second to go through and see the art. Go to Spotify and go see some videos on YouTube and see what you like. And if you really love, I don't suggest you do it unless you love it, but if you really like the art, share it. Share it on your social media, share it with your friends, and spread the word. That's the best way that you can support an artist. I know most people, can't always give physical money or donate or attend live streams and donate money in that regard. And I completely understand that. And that's okay. That's why, as musicians, we're trying to hustle and make it work in any way we possibly can. But the best way is always just to consume the material. And if you really thoroughly and genuinely enjoy it, just share it.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that.
Awesome. Jed Craddock, an amazing human being. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Richard. Appreciate you for
I
having us.
appreciate you. Come back anytime you want.
I will.
All right, good. We will be right back after this.
Wouldn't it be great if your business could have a commercial on TV? Now it can. Secure your Season 5 sponsorship by visiting richardwilmore.com. Advertise on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV by sponsoring The Richard Wilmore Show. Become a sponsor today. Go to richardwilmore.com now.
We're back. Thanks for watching. If you know anything about me, you know that I love Christmas, and my house usually looks like Santa threw up in it. So when I saw a video of our next guest making Christmas ornaments, I knew I had to have her on the show. And I was very lucky because she's my niece. Hi, Nyla. How are you?
Good.
Good. Can you tell everybody how old you are?
8.
8? What grade is that? Like 12th?
No.
No. What grade?
3rd.
3rd grade? What does a 3rd grader put on their Christmas list this year? What's on your Christmas list? You want
Gabby.
nothing? You want what?
A Gabby dollhouse.
What's that?
The show I watch.
Oh. It comes with a dollhouse? Okay. When did you get crafty and start making ornaments? How did that come about?
I don't know.
You just did it? Did you make this up on your own? Or did you see it somewhere?
I think my mom told me.
Oh, you think so? Well, are you going to show me what we're doing today? Can you tell everybody what supplies they'll need to make these?
Scissors.
Scissors. I got that.
Pencil.
Okay.
Yarn.
Yarn. Where'd my yarn go? It's right here in front of me.
Styrofoam.
Styrofoam.
And Fabric.
Fabric. How much fabric? I hope I have enough fabric. Just lots of fabric?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's step number 1?
Hot glue gun.
And a hot glue gun. I have fabric glue because I thought I had hot glue, but I didn't. So I have glue. Does that work? Okay, good. So what are we going to do first?
Cut your squares.
How big should the squares be? Look, this is my fabric that I picked. You see that?
Uh-huh.
Is it cute?
Yeah.
Okay. How big should my fabric be? Oh, it's tiny. Should people get different kinds of fabric or one type of fabric?
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. All right, that seems easy. I'm going to cut. And then I'm going to see if this works for you, okay? Is that a good size?
A little bit smaller.
Oh, smaller than that. Okay. How many pieces will I need? Like 100?
A bunch.
A bunch. Okay, that's a pretty specific number. We got that. Okay. So once we have a bunch of fabric cut, then what?
Take your pencil.
Uh-huh.
Place your fabric on the styrofoam.
Oh,
And stab it.
stab it. Oh my gosh. All right, let me see if I can do that. Ready? So you take it and then you stab it like that. Is that too big?
No.
That's good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then what? Keep
Just-
doing it?
Yeah.
Cover the whole thing?
Yep.
Oh. Here, let me cut some more. How many ornaments have you made?
2.
2. Do you have any with you that I can look at? Your finished product? Let's see. Let's make that bigger. How long do those take to make?
I don't know.
Like an hour?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wait. Maybe.
Maybe. Are you going to give those to people as presents this year?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, if you are, I'll take one because they look cute. Have you made anything else? What other like crafty things can you do?
A lot.
A lot? Like what? Name one thing.
Painting.
You paint?
Yeah.
Do you have a painting nearby that you can show me?
My mom is getting one.
Your mom's gonna get one? Okay, we'll wait. I can edit that. Are you still doing gymnastics? How's that going?
Good.
Good. Are you excited for Christmas break?
Yeah.
I know at your house gets decorated a lot for Christmas, right? Look at that. A cupcake?
Yeah.
When did you start painting? A long time ago?
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about being artistic?
Colors.
Colors? What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink, of course.
Pink. Turquoise.
And what, turquoise?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited to get all of your Christmas decorations up? I know your dad goes all out for Christmas and you guys have lights all over your house and your yard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you help decorate the tree? Are these ornaments going to be on the tree this year? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's pretend that I did this entire thing and covered it. I have like half of it done. How does that look, Nyla? Oh, yours looks good here. Let me make it bigger and all so you can see it.
Good.
That looks good. So now what?
You do the hot glue gun.
Okay. And what do we do with the hot glue gun? And this is probably where mom helps out. Yeah. That's probably safe.
Loop it and
Oh, so we cut the string.
yeah,
Okay. And that you can do however long you want to make it,
yeah.
right? Okay. I'm going to do it on this side and then I'm going to cover the rest of it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cheat, Nyla. Is that okay? I'm going to cheat and put it where it's not covered yet, and then I'm going to cover it later with all of the with the fabric. Like that, right? Oh, mine fell. But when it tries, it'll work. What do you love about making these ornaments?
Huh?
What do you like about making the ornaments? Is it fun? Yeah.
Then you take another yarn and
Okay.
put it on top of the glue and stick it on to hide it.
Oh, that's smart. And then you're done. And then you let it dry and then you hang it on your tree. When you decorate your tree, can you send me a picture of your ornaments on there? Well, I want to thank you for coming on my show and showing me how to do it. Are you going to come back and make something else with me later? Some other time? Like maybe you could make something for Valentine's Day? Do you want to come back and do that? Yeah. Well, make sure if you make the ornaments at home, make sure you tag us on social media so Nyla can see all the work you've done. These are really cute. They make little cute gifts, or you can give them to yourself and hang them on your tree, right, Nyla? Yes. Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Wouldn't it be great if your business could have a commercial on TV? Now it can. Secure your Season 5 sponsorship by visiting richardwilmore.com. Advertise on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV by sponsoring The Richard Wilmore Show. Become a sponsor today. Go to richardwilmore.com now.
It's the Richard Wilmore Show.